Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is my warm reviews for Super Tarts that I warmed all through last week. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the ones that I warmed through. I found some new favorites this week and some that I'm glad I warmed through but I wouldn't purchase again, and I'll tell you about those as I get to them. I seem to be enjoying the vendor of the week type of thing, you know, with a little bit of other stuff, like one other vendor mixed in. That seems to work out pretty well for me. I like that so far. Unless I come across like a collection of something that I have where I don't have a variety of scents, then that's a problem, because I like to have a good mix of bakery, fresh, fruity, a little bit of fruity. You guys know I don't love like straight fruity that much, but anyways. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is this. I did have two Scentsy bars that I found, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to throw them in here. Well, I only got through one actually, but this first one, well, the only one is Sugar Cookie. I don't know what the age of this was, but it actually warmed really well, and it scented out my daughter's room in her Scentsy warmer really well. I did 2 cubes. I think I had 2 cubes left, and I don't think this one had any oils on it. The other one I have that I'm trying to finish out does. I don't think there was any oils. I feel like there was, but I don't know. The next one I have that I've talked about before that is a favorite is Dream Girl. Now, when I think of this one, I think of comparing it to the Bathing Garden. What is it? Mango. Oh gosh. Oh no, it's on the top of my head. Frosted Tangerine or something. That one is strong on the citrus. This one is Sugar Dusted Mandarin Oranges and Cotton Candy Mimosas. I think the Cotton Candy and the Sugar Dusted really like tempers this down into something that you can really, it's something you can enjoy without it being overly fruity, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because I did not like that tangerine one from Bathing Garden. It was way too strong and way too fruity for me. This one is more tolerable. It just leaves like a nice scent throughout the house. It's not super fruity. It's just like a sweet. You can still, trust me, you can still smell like the mandarin oranges and the like the mimosa scent, but it's not so dominating that it's unbearable, or for people like me. If you like a lot of like tangerine or mango or whatever, you might not like that one as much because it is like toned down quite a bit. This next one is River Song, and this is Love Spell, Ocean, Persimmon, and Mellow Fluff. This one was okay. I feel like this one was mostly the perfume of Love Spell. I feel like it was just like a lighter, not lighter in scent, but light as in like Love Spell light. It wasn't as strong, but it definitely had a perfume scent going on. I don't really know that I got any ocean. I mean, it probably just mixed with that Love Spell and just made me think it was Love Spell, but I didn't like find anything like really unique or special about this one. But yeah, this one went pretty strong for a while as well. Dream Girl this time was a little bit softer for me than what I remember it being. I don't know if it was because I was like going nose blind or what, but just thought I'd mention that. Borg, I'm so glad I have more of this. This one is really nice. I'm finding that I like the almond blends better than the actual almond. This with sweet lemon curd was so good. We use this on cleaning day. Why am I showing the inside? I don't know why I'm doing that. The sweet lemon curd just makes this scent so good. It mixed with the almond. It's like the almond isn't overly dominant in here. I could smell the sweet lemon curd a little bit more. But just for some reason, the blends of almond are just so much better. This one did really well. I really enjoyed this one while cleaning. It was nice. Okay, let's talk about this one for a minute. Oh, Gryffindor, How I Wanted to Love You. Frosted Lemon Meringue Cheesecake with Raspberry Glaze. This was probably the biggest disappointment ever. So my nose was right, because remember I did say when I hauled this, I bought it before and then I destashed it because I just wasn't loving the scent. But as I've learned, the more that you warm things, you find out that things aren't necessarily the same on cold as they are on warm. This one smelled pretty much the same as it did on cold as it did on warm. Was that even a proper sentence? I can't speak this morning. It's early still. This one, okay. So what I was envisioning for this scent was a soft, creamy lemon cheesecake scent. Maybe a little bit sour with that cheesecake, possibly, and a soft, like Rose Girls, like raspberry sauce, you know, like that really good raspberry. This smelled like lemon cleaner covered in just I don't know. There's something in here that just, yeah, I don't know. It smelled like lemon cleaner to me. It was very, like that lemon is just not a soft lemon whatsoever. And the raspberry glaze was definitely not like raspberry sauce from Rose Girls. I'm going to try to make this myself with my own stuff. Like I'm going to use raspberry sauce from Rose Girls with like my own lemon and like a cheesecake potion pack or something, and see if I can't make that a little bit like to how I envision it to be. But that was not, yeah. I think I've heard people talk about Gryffindor being that way as well. Not that great. I don't know. If you like Gryffindor, let me know and tell me why, please. So this next one is Yellow Brick Road. This is French baguette, whipped cream, and lemon eclair. This is another disappointment. It wasn't bad, but I was just expecting something more unique. This was just French baguette to me, and it just had a slight creamy lemon, but not enough to be like noticeable to me. Like in the air, it was mostly just French baguette. It was nothing, you know, it's like if I were to put a potion pack. I did put it was strong though. French baguette is usually pretty strong for me. And then, yeah, I just put a very slight creamy lemon. So, yeah, that's on a list. That's not a repurchase for me. So, Gryffindor and Yellow Brick Road are not repurchases. River Song is not one that I don't feel like I would need River Song again. Borg and Dream Girl I would purchase again. Okay, let's keep going along here. This one was another disappointment. This is My Pretty. This is rose jam, glazed strawberries, mac apple whipped cream, and fluffy cake bites. The mac apple was the only thing I could smell on this. This is the only thing that was like coming forward. I could kind of smell like a rose jammy strawberry thing happening, but to me, the mac apple just popped right out. And I think the reason for that is because when you dislike a scent, I think your nose picks up that scent. So with the mac apple popping out so strong, that's the only thing I could smell. Yeah, this one was just a big disappointment. I mean, it's got all those scents in there. You know, so I was thinking, oh, this will be really interesting. And it was just mostly mac apple to me. So My Pretty is not one that I would get again. Yeah, I put heavy Macintosh apple. Everything else is very faint. So that's that. And mac apple scents usually are pretty strong. So I was just like, great. Because I don't like, mac apple has to be a certain way for me to like it. Casper, this is an old favorite. Toasted marshmallows, vanilla bean noel, cornbread, and Mexican fried ice cream. This one to me is mostly the toasty marshmallows and vanilla bean noel. That's what I get the most out of this. Now, if you dislike cornbread, maybe cornbread would be the note that would stick out for you. I really don't know what Mexican fried ice cream smells like, but this one is just overall really good. I have quite a bit of this now, so when Halloween comes around, I plan on like mixing it with some stuff. I think this would be really good in coffee, like a coffee scent. Or, I mean, mixed with coffee is what I mean. Let's see, I'm trying to find, I want to wait and do my favorites last. Or like my new favorites or whatever. Okay, so I did Lord of the Melts Gandalf, and this is Magically Delicious Coffee Beans and Sweet Cream. I really do like this as a coffee scent. That Magically Delicious really comes forward when you're warming this. It's nice and strong. You can definitely smell Magically Delicious. So you have to like Magically Delicious to like that one. And previously I didn't like Magically Delicious, but now I seem to be liking it a little bit more. I would like to put some more whipped cream in that one. I don't know why, just to make it a little bit more creamier. This one is Pond, and this is Jaws and Clean Laundry. So this one I was totally digging when it first started warming. And I was talking with my friend Angie, and she thinks Clean Laundry in here is linen. I say it's clean cotton. I swear I smell clean cotton in here, because as soon as that Jaws died off, like at first when I put it on, I was like, this smells really good. You can really smell that Jaws, and you can really smell that Clean Laundry scent, right? And then that the Jaws died off, and then all I could smell was a strong clean cotton. I don't know if my nose had some weird reaction, but like my throat started getting really tight when that clean cotton started coming through. I mean, this thing was a beast. It was strong, and that clean cotton, whoa. If it is clean cotton, I think it is, but whatever. So anyways, so this one is super strong, and I was a little bit disappointed that the jaws didn't kind of last in there, but I feel like Clean Cotton is one of those scents that's going to take over at some point. The next one I have is Insidious. This is Driftwood, Cotton Candy, and Vetiver. This is one of my favorites. I love this scent. I just love the, what's the word? Like how the opposites of the Driftwood and Vetiver hit with the Cotton Candy. They just make a beautiful scent. You know, I didn't like this one as much as I did the first go around. I think my nose, like, sometimes just gets, like, once it smells something, it gets kind of sick of it. I don't know. It was still good, though. I really did like this one, and I think I have another one. But I would recommend that one if you want something that's kind of, like, earthy, manly, but then has, like, a sweet note to it. It's really nice. LS is Fizzy Pop, Apricot Slices, and Raspberry Glaze. You know, Fizzy Pop scents to me always just smell like Fizzy Pop. I didn't think there was anything like super special about this one. I just thought it was mostly just like Fizzy Pop. Like the apricot didn't come forward that much, or the raspberry glaze. I couldn't smell it. Anyways, it's just fruity Fizzy Pop. So yeah. Okay, here are some of my favorites. Actually, this one I've already talked about, but I'll just throw it up here. I do like Fake and Bake anyway. So Fake and Bake is, why can I not read that? Oh, okay, zucchini bread, signature sugar cookie, and sweet cream fragrance. I should know it by heart by now. Anyways, this one is really good. The only thing I will say about this one though is for the first 2 hours, this one smelled super strong and really, really good. I was like, wow. Actually, I think it was like on the 3rd hour. On the 3rd hour, this one like, whoop, it like dropped, and all of a sudden it got this really funky note. I don't know. So I think 3 hours is good on this one, and then I had to like turn it off because I was just like, okay, it smelled really good for like the first 3 hours, and then something happened. Like it's like one of the fragrance oils like changed or depleted or something, and then all we were left with was something strange. Okay, the 3 that I really wanted to talk about that I loved. First of all, let's talk about Roquettes. I freaking loved this one. Marshmallow Macchiato Chocolate Chip Cookies. This is a scent I never thought that I would love so much, but this was just like warm and inviting, and it smelled kind of like you were sitting in like a cafe and there was baking happening, you know, like the chocolate chip cookies smelled very real, and the macchiato scent was like a very real like latte, well, macchiato. I'm trying to think of what a macchiato is. I think it has a lot of milk or cream in it. It was just so good. I just sat there and this is one that I actually left on for like 8 hours. Usually I go 4 or 5 and then call it a day, but this one I kept on all day. The scent stayed. It didn't change into anything weird. This one I freaking love, and I'm so happy that somebody destashed this, and I think do I have this and maybe a BAM or something in it? I don't know. I feel like I have this in another form. I hope I do, because I really loved that one. This one was another one that really surprised me that I really liked. This is Lemon Eclair, Sweet Amber, and White Nectarine. Something about the White Nectarine in this was so clean and fresh. Like I just felt like, look at how pink it is too inside. It did turn my warmers pink, but once I put in new wax, it took it away. So this was just so clean, and like once the nectarine, like you kind of got used to that scent, you could kind of smell that sweet amber coming through. I didn't get any lemon, or at least not that I could tell. But nectarine is one of those scents to me that just smells, it's really bright and just like crisp, I guess would be the word. It just smelled like a real nectarine to me. It was really nice. I really enjoyed that one. I think I have a second one. The other one that I really liked was Champure, or however the hell you say that, Aveda, Raindrops and Cotton Candy Frosting. This one reminds me a lot of Insidious. And the reason they kind of remind me of each other is because the Driftwood and Vetiver is kind of the same thing. Well, I mean, they're different, but they both have like a strong scent with a sweet scent. So the Aveda and the Rain with the Cotton Candy Frosting. I like her Rain and Cotton Candy Frosting anyways. So this one mixed with the Aveda was just really nice. I don't know what's in Aveda. It's kind of a strong like floral scent, but on warm, when it's warming, I thought it smelled amazing. It was just nice. I just remember smelling the air and thinking, wow, this smells really amazing. I had the scent description for Aveda, but I think Aveda has some earthy stuff in it too, because I remember I wanted to look it up because I'm like, why do I feel like this smells a lot like Insidious, but it's not. So those are my 3 favorites. The Flying Monkey, Curiosity one, whatever that one's called. Curiosity often leads to trouble. And Rockets. Yeah, those were like my 3 favorites for the week for sure. So then I also warmed, oh, at some point this week I warmed Snape. Now Snape to me first smelled a lot like a maple syrup, but it is starting to cure a little bit more, and I think it's starting to take on more of like the cookie smell. It's just starting to smell better to me. So I ended up mixing this with cappuccino, and it turned out really nice. And then one day I warmed cappuccino on its own, and I felt like this was kind of light on its own. Like I kept expecting it to like pop out at some point, and it never really did. But I did warm Starbucks coffee, and Starbucks coffee is much stronger, and I enjoyed Starbucks coffee a lot better. Well, probably because I could smell it, but the cappuccino was kind of light to me. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. This one was probably one of the first potion packs I got. I don't know. I don't think Super Tarts really goes bad though, so I just think it was the scent. The other one I have is I used, I'm trying to think of her name now. I can't think of it, but she sent me a really nice extra of The Office, and I warmed this a couple of mornings. This is Vanilla Bean Noel, Sugar Cookie, and World's Best Boss Coffee, and I've said it a bazillion times, but this one is more bakery than coffee. I would like to add some coffee to it, I think, the next time. I think that would be really nice because it's mostly a bakery scent right now to me. I am warming in my daughter's room actually this morning. White Clouds, Fresh Spearmint, and Cucumber. This is Misfits. I really like this scent. I actually thought this one was going to be really strong on Spearmint and Cucumber, and it's really not. It's just a really nice, like clean and fresh spa type scent. I did make the mistake of putting 2 cubes in the 24-watt warmer, so I feel like it burned off the scent before I really got a chance to sniff it. So I'm going to use the rest of the clam and report back, because I plan on doing, I have a little bit more of Super Tarts, or a little, let's see, let me form correct sentences here. I have some more Super Tarts, a few clams that I want to get through next week along with my other vendor. So I'm just going to throw that one back in with my thing, with my box or whatever. I did duck feet in the bathroom. I only did 1 cube this time. I didn't really feel like putting this one throughout the entire house. This is Iced Lemonades, Sweet Lollipops, and Orange Creamsicle. This one I got from a D-Stash. This one, you could smell the Orange Creamsicle, but to me it was mostly like that mouse ear scent. I think I like this one better in the bathroom because I'm finding I don't love mouse ears for whatever reason. I don't really know. This one I have going now, Harkness. This is black pepper, lemon curd, and marshmallow fluff. Really like this one. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, but I like this. This is like a creamy lemon, and the black pepper is not anything, like you can kind of smell a little bit of a spice, and I don't mean spicy in like a bad way. It's just a little hint of black pepper and like sweet lemon curd. It's really nice. It's not overly strong either. It just gives off this really nice scent. So I'm glad I have a second one of this one, because I think I did buy a second one. So yeah, so that is what I got through this week. I don't know if we can back you up a little bit here. So that's pretty much what I got through. Okay, sorry. That was awkward. Okay, so that is what I got through this week, and I will be back with my scent picks for this week. Like I said, I think I'm going to do VCS and a little bit more of Super Tarts, because I almost finished the box, but I wasn't quite there. And I think I'm going to put a few back because they're more Christmas scents. So we'll go over that when I get there. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any favorites in here, I would love to know. I think I pointed out, I don't think there was anything that didn't warm well. I think everything warmed pretty strong. I'm trying to think. Except for the Fake and Bake, which I said kind of faded out, like the scent, but not the throw. I don't think there was anything, yeah, that didn't throw well for me. I think everything did really well. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Oh yes, thank you for the comments on, well, the comments are still coming in for a few of my videos, and I just enjoy reading them and stuff. So thank you guys for that. And oh yes, down in the down bar, I don't know if I gave Christy credit for this, but I think I saw her listing her warmers in her description bar, and I started doing that as well. So I just wanted to give credit there, just in case I didn't credit her, because I did see it off of her, and I was like, that's a good idea. So I decided to go ahead and put my warmers that I use down below in case you're curious. I mean, I think I gave her credit for it when I started doing it, when I first mentioned it, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to make sure. So anyways, okay, I will talk to you guys later, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.